I want to welcome all the new people who are first time with us at the Leadership Weekly broadcast. This is the X Tribe, and we are going to have a very exciting news today and training and information about the product. And we're going to have Michael from the office telling us about the weekly cycle. So let's start. I want to start with the recognition regarding the week we just ended. People did the work and did achievement, and I want to acknowledge that. So there's three remarkable rank advancements the last week. First is Paul Devlin. He reached gold. Can you believe that? We just saw him first time last week. It was the first time I ever saw this guy, and he's already gold. So wait until he becomes diamond. Jaime and Maru, gold, working very great in Mexico and reached gold. And our ultimate Wendy reached platinum. So this is great, and we are looking for the next rec investment next week. The second thing I would like to share with you, it's really very excites me. It's a new promotion. If you ask a child, what is your dream? I'm sure everybody will say, I would like to go to Disney World, okay? So this is all about Disney World. For a team member that that qualify for the international trip, the annual international trip, this is part of the compensation plan. Now, beside that, he gets to take his children, and the promotion is about, just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. Okay. So the qualification period is this year's weeks 49 to 52, which is started already two weeks ago. And next year, 2016, it's week 1 to 8. So we have more 2 months to do that, and it's really easy if you are already working to build your business with Fusion. So in order to take one child during the qualification period, all you have to do is enroll at least 2 new personal enrollers. And this is must. And there are 3 options. If 3 of these new personal enrollers reach goal 3 times, then you're in. Your child is in with you. You know, think about it. If you can take your child and you can unleash the child inside you. Everybody would like to go to Disney World, right? Option 2 is one of your new enrollees must reach gold 3 times and 1 platinum 2 times. And the third option, it's either this, or this. It's 2 of your new people you enrolled must reach double platinum or higher 2 times. You did that, you go, and your kid is with you. If you think this is that, let me tell you, it's not that. And Fusion really got crazy. So there are more surprises here. If you enroll this time, this period, from week 5 to week 35, it means almost the whole year, because the trip is the time for the trip is from June to May. So you have until week 35 of 2016. If you enroll 5 people, that each one of them has 350 points, then you get 1 or 2 like hat with $500 each, which gives you a lot of gifts and additional surprises to spend and to enjoy in Orlando in Disney World. And if you get to do 10 people like that, then you get to have 3 or 4 hat value of 1,000 each. Guys, this is crazy. All you have to do is just jump on it and start work toward this amazing promotion. We would like to see you all there. And the third thing I would like to share with you and really encourage you not to ignore that, because this is really important, is the event we're going to have on January 8 to 10. It's Friday to Sunday in Orlando, from Friday evening up to Sunday noon. Very powerful event. If you know multi-level marketing, you know that, and if no, let me tell you. The event is what build our business. People get there, they see what's going on, they learn about the product. It's like 2 days intensive training, fun. You get to know people who made that. You get to know the leadership. You get to know the CEO from Peru, Alvaro Suenga. You get to know leaders from Latin America. You get to see the corporate, the office here in the United States. You get to learn about 3 new products we are launching, amazing products. We already saw them in Peru, amazing. You're gonna have a store, Fusion store. You can buy whatever you want and go back. Monday, you have already what you need to continue. You want to be there, and you want to be there with your team. So with that being said, I encourage you, you don't want to miss that. If you be on this event, believe me, you double, you triple, whatever your business. I can tell you a short story from my business. When I started 9 years ago, my business with another company. So the first month we enrolled 11 people. We'd become 21, the team we had. And a week after the first month, there was a big event in Salt Lake City. My husband went there with 5 from our team. You want your team to be with you. They came back with all the knowledge, all the excitement, all the training, all the new product. And the team that month became 84. It's multiplied by 4. So you want to do the same or more. So I encourage you, go and register. Go to xtribeonline.com events, register, and make sure your team is with you. So with this all news, I hope I made you happy to continue with us. I want to give you Billy, my great friend Billy, who will tell you about the product infusion. It's to you, Billy.
Thank you, Yaffa. Yes, I'm really excited about these products. The more I use them, the more I like them. And many of you on this webcast probably do not remember the mid-70s, but there was an energy crisis in the United States where people would wait in line hours and hours just in order to get gas, and it was called the Great Energy Crisis of the mid-70s, and it was an amazing time to be in. But I think we have, in 2015 and going into 2016, I think we have a new kind of energy crisis, especially in the United States. And that is evidenced by when people are waiting in line at Starbucks, they're waiting in line at the convenience store, they're waiting in line at the grocery store, they're waiting in line to buy soft drinks. So people are waiting in line to buy coffee, they're buying energy drinks, they're waiting in line to buy 5-hour shots. People are waiting in line to buy Coke and Diet Coke and all this kind of crazy stuff. They're lined out the door to get more energy and more energy and more energy. And this is really good news for us, because all day long, 3 and 4 and 5 times a day, these people are waiting in line, and it crosses all demographics. It crosses young and middle age and older, male, female, whether they're economically challenged or middle class or economically prosperous, it doesn't matter. Everyone is needing more energy and more energy and more energy. No matter what nationality, no matter what culture, you see all kinds of people waiting in line, and that is a very powerful part for us. Like I say, because they're doing it 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. I tell you, this is a great time for us to have these amazing products, because what we do, we have high quality, all natural, no preservative energy products that are going to solve this crisis. The same behavior is happening with just a healthier choice, and a much reasonable price point as well. Plus, you get to buy it from your own business. So with all these factors going on at the same time, we can single-handedly as a company and as entrepreneurs help stop the energy crisis here in the United States. And of course, if you go to travel around the world, everyone else is having that too. So these are right now products, high quality, no preservatives, all natural, like I talked about, that are concentrated. They go into your system fast. So right now product means that you get the results quickly, and that's why people are waiting in line. They want to see results quickly. Unlike some of those other products, you don't get the huge spike and the huge crash. You get a very sustained, healthy level of energy with these products. We have many different product categories and product lines, but this is one of my favorite at this time of year when everybody's looking for more and more energy. This is also a great time of the year because for the next couple of weeks, everybody's going to be gouging themselves with food and drinks and merriment, and it's going to be a great holiday season for many, many people. And they're going to come the first of the year, they are going to want to lose those 10 or 15 holiday pounds that they are packing on right now. So I encourage everybody on the call to really stock up on their products, because January 1st is going to come around and everybody's going to say, I am going to lose this 10 or 15 pounds of holiday weight gain that I've had, and I'm going to start the year off right. Well, they don't want to place the order on January 1st and have to wait 4 or 5 business days. They're going to want it now. So I encourage all the team members to really stock up the cabinets and really stock up your supply, because when people join, they're going to be on the weight management system right away. Don't forget, we don't have to change people's behavior with this company. We're already drinking juices. We're already drinking sports drinks. We're drinking coffee already. We're drinking tea. We're drinking all kinds of soft drinks. It's just a healthier, and I found much better tasting choice that fits into our busy lives. These packets you can carry with you. You can carry on the plane. You can go to the office. You can go to the gym. You can go to the golf course. You can take them out to eat. There's no problem with carrying these around with you all day long. And like I say, one more time, these are all natural, no preservatives, because none are needed. Fusion has come up with a proprietary method of extracting the nutrients without using heat. This kinetic energy they use is a big, big deal. I don't have a clue exactly how it works. I just know that it ensures the stability and the integrity of each nutrient. Each molecule is able to stay intact, and it means that they don't need preservatives for this. This is going to be a very important, unique selling proposition in the marketplace, and it's something that you can all get very, very excited about. Like I say, there's 4 different categories of product lines. I'm just talking about the energy and the weight loss tonight, but I want you to go to the download the product brochure at xtribeonline.com and learn all about the nutraceuticals, the weight management, the performance, and the anti-aging categories. So I want you to get excited about these products as well. The more you use them, the more you share them, the more product storage we're going to create, and this is going to be an amazing closeout of 2015, and I want you as a business person to be able to have enough supply on hand for the first of the year to really catch people when they're setting their weight management goals for 2016. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Billy. Amazing. Before we go on, I'm really sorry. I forgot to apologize. I was so excited to start the call. So I want to apologize for starting late. We had some technical issue. We had to bring someone from Mexico to help us, and now we are okay, and we continue with Anne. I want to tell you that if you want to be trained, it should be Anne. So now we go to a segment of training with Anne. Anne, for you.
Well, thank you, Yaffa. I was listening to Billy talk about these products, and I don't think there's any place that I don't go where I don't have these, either in my purse or in a bag with me or wherever, because this time of the year is such a perfect time of the year for meeting people, rekindling relationships. The holidays are such a great gathering time for people coming together with families, friends, reconnecting. Guys, I've been reconnecting with a lot of great friends over the last several weeks. And the reconnecting comes from whether we're doing it with our lists, that we have on our phones, or whether we're going through our lists that we have in our planners. I've gone through my Facebook list. I've gone through, so many different lists, looking through and saying, I haven't spoken to so-and-so recently, or geez, I've got to catch up with so-and-so. And, it's just a natural time of the year to say, hey, how are you? What's happening? What's going on with the family? What's going on with you? What's happening with the business? And so forth and so on, no matter where you go. Now, I also believe that with all the services that we use, whether it's running out, ladies, to get your hair done, or getting your nails done, or going to the groomers, as we do, we take our little dogs to the groomers, wherever we're going, I always have one of these little packets with me. Now, you can see here, I'll put that up real nice and close, but I've collected, in one of the packets, I have what Billy was referring to as the energy products. I mean, these are the products that absolutely make me insanely crazy and excited, because every one of the products in here is something that I'm using every single day. I heard Paul talking about On. On is the bomb. It's amazing product. It's something that I can kick off my day with. I get a lot of mental clarity and focus, and then I use the Vita Energy together. And I'm telling you, I took this out at the nail salon because, I'm connecting with people wherever I'm going. I'm prepared. I walk out the door. I have one of these with me, sitting at the nail salon, talking to the lady that owns the salon. It's a good friend of mine. As I put this down and I tell her, I've got a present for you. And in this present, I've got products that are going to help you with energy, mental clarity, focus, going to give you sustained energy for your busy day. And she's looking, really? And wow, it's so beautifully packaged. And I have my card in there. I have a little label in the back of it. And of course, I have these exciting new brochures. Now, we have these posted up on X-Tribe online, but now we have them in your back office where you can actually get 25 of them printed beautifully for $8. So guys, when you make your next order, get yourself some of the Experience the X Effect brochures. So I lay this down, I'm explaining the different products to her, and this woman walks by who's also getting her nails done. She stops in the middle of walking by and heard me say something about the abundance of the Amazon. The woman stopped dead in her tracks and she said, "What's that?" It was like a commercial. I mean, I had to laugh because it felt like a commercial. She stopped dead in her tracks and she looked at me and I looked at her and she said, "I've got to run now. Do you have a card?" So, of course, being prepared, I had a card. I gave her a sample and off she went, and I collected information from her. So, guys, wherever you go, you can have yourself this packet, which is the On. I make up 2 On, 2 Off, and 2 Vita Energy, because I think everybody needs a little on and they need a little off at this time of the year to calm down. Sometimes put them together with that or with the Vita Energy. The same thing with the other side, as Billy was talking about. Extra pounds this time of the year, it's a great way to talk to people as you're conversing. They're telling you they don't have energy or they feel fat and they want to lose some weight. Perfect packet to have with you. I do the same thing. I have the Tino Carb, the Termo Tea, and also the Live Fiber. I love that. All these 3 together are an amazing combination. So when you talk about reconnecting, talking to people that you're going to meet with in family circles, okay, that's not the time of the year or the moment in order to start talking to them about the business. It's a time to grab some information, tell them you'll give them a call, set a time to follow up, and I'm telling you, the gold is in the follow-up. Okay, it's about following up, it's about setting a time, it's about reconnecting, it's about, really showing them that there's something amazing here, and as professionals, we want to treat this in a professional way. We want to talk with them, we want to collect their information, we want to be able to give them the right information, either a presentation or if they're at a distance, send them the right information and do a follow-up. Set the time for the follow-up when you start the conversation. Second thing is, I got to tell you that there's great tools out there today, guys, with Facebook and with all these amazing tools that are at our fingertips. But I came upon a new one. It's called WhatsApp. everyone was telling me down in Latin America, get on WhatsApp, get on WhatsApp. I thought, I don't need another thing ringing on my phone. However, I found that this was a great place to go because it will list for you all of your friends that are on WhatsApp. And so I sat there and I started sending little notes. Hey, Bob. Hey, Mary. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Tom. And before I know it, I had a whole nother slew of people to fill into the funnel. So guys, this is a perfect time of the year to really have an opportunity to get together with people, to load people into your funnel, to make a lot of great contacts, because what you do in December is going to kick off an amazing January in 2016. So with that, back to you, Yaffa.
Thank you so much, Anne. And now I want to go to Michael Smith. Michael is the general operation of the office in North America. Always there for us, always help him, and now he's going to tell us about the cycle system. Michael, to you.
Hey guys, it's really a pleasure to be on the call with you this evening. I'm sitting here drinking my my Vita Energia and my On as well. So it's that's my daily thing. I don't think I've had a cup of coffee in 2 years, so maybe one after dinner. So I don't get to have the fun stuff. The product is the most important part. I get to talk about a little bit of a dry thing, some things from the compensation plan. So I know that we have a little bit of confusion about the way the cycles work, and so I just wanted to kind of get on and give you an idea in a visual way, the way that cycles work and what you're seeing in your back office and how it all interrelates. So the first thing I think that happens is that we read in the compensation plan that a cycle is 2 weeks long. And of course, in our daily existence, we think a week is 7 days, and therefore 2 weeks is 14 days. And that's true, but what we really are trying to stress is that a cycle is actually 2 commission weeks. And a commission week goes from Thursday through Wednesday night at midnight Eastern. And so it doesn't matter at what day of the week somebody places their first order. So for example, if they place a 60-point order on a Monday, they are active for a cycle that looks like this, including the 3 or 4 days before their ordered period of time. This is important and really a good thing, because if you haven't gotten yourself activated and you have commissionable activity that happens in your organization prior to you placing an order. So if somebody does an activation order, you enroll somebody on a Thursday, on a Friday, and a Saturday, and then you realize you haven't placed your order and you get it placed on Monday, it's fine. It's retroactive for that week and then the next week. The confusion comes in a lot of times when somebody enrolls perhaps on a Monday or a Tuesday, and they think that they have to place an order barely more than a week later. And that kind of looks like it, but it isn't true. When we look in our back office and you see this My Status screen, you see this cycle number. And what you want to do is you want to look at that. And every time you place an order, that week you're going to see cycle 1. The following week you're going to see cycle 2. And then the following Thursday, when you log into your back office, it's going to say cycle 0, and it's going to show that you're inactive. But as soon as you place your order any time in this week before midnight on Wednesday, whether you place it Thursday morning or Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday night, you then become active for that entire cycle again, and you're going to see that number change to a cycle 1 again. So when you look in your back office and you see this cycle number under My Status, cycle 1 means I placed my activation order this week, I'm good for this week and next week. 2 means I placed my order last week, I'm still good. And 0 means I need to place an activation order this week. That's really pretty much it. Cycles in a nutshell. If I can help in any other way, I'm happy to. And let's do some great stuff. Congratulations to everybody who has rank advanced this week. You guys are really knocking it out of the park and making my job super interesting. Thank you very much, and I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. This was really enlightening. And now I want to go to Randy, our Randy. We'll talk about recruiting. Randy.
Oh, okay, I'm unmuted now. You unmuted me? Okay. Interesting thing happened a month or two ago because Fusion went from this Latin American company to becoming a worldwide player in the network marketing arena. And why that happened is all of the people you see in the boxes at the bottom of the screen here and some of the others who are not in the boxes. But in other words, in the last 2 months or month and a half or whatever it's been, you've seen a bunch of successful network marketing professionals come into Fusion. And this has put Fusion on the map. So people all over the world, people in Europe, people in North America, people in Asia are saying, wow, what is this Fusion thing? What is Gage doing over there? Why is Devlin over there? Feinstein's went over there? Wow, all those lines from the Americas went over there. All of those diamond directors from the gel company went over there. What is going on there? And as a result, we're getting a lot of inquiries from people who have been in the network marketing profession or in it, are familiar with it. So I thought as a little training tonight, maybe let's talk about how do you handle that? What is the conversation, not for the average prospect, right? Not for the average customer, but for people who contact you who know the business and say, hey, I see something's going on with Fusion. I'm very intrigued with that. Tell me what is the deal here? What's the story that we tell for them? And of course, the sexiest thing you could ever sell in network marketing is legacy positions, meaning having an opportunity to get in a company early enough to get in a structure, get your key people in the structure, and be one of the people who make the excitement happen. Be one of the people who create the growth. You really do create a legacy income that you could will to your children or your grandchildren. And that's an exciting thing. Now, we know how compensation plans work. The truth is, you could join an Amway or an Herbalife or a Nu Skin, and you should technically have the same exact opportunity to make the same amount of income as somebody who joined it 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or 20 years ago, because that's the way compensation plans are developed. What that doesn't take into effect is there is an excitement when you launch a country. There's an excitement when people know they can be the first. So if you look at the scenario we have here, where we're pre-launch in the United States, one of the largest countries in the world, and certainly a country which is the nexus of network marketing, because this is where network marketing started. This is where most of the worldwide leaders were for many, many decades until recently. So there's a lot of excitement about having pre-launch operations in the United States. Excitement that we're going to launch Dominican Republic by January, going to launch Argentina in January, going to launch Spain in January, and then of course go around the world. So I think the story when you're talking to people who are in the profession is, hey, you know how sexy legacy positions are. You know how sexy it is to be able to say, how early do you want to be? You know how sexy it is to be one of the people who launch a country. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 30 years. And I can tell you, the people who launch countries and make them happen become millionaires. And it doesn't seem to matter what the country is, and it doesn't seem to matter what the company is. If it's a viable company with a real product line, real support, and all of those things, even people who launch Slovenia, people who launch Belgium, people who launch Malaysia, they become wealthy if they're one of the people who really create the activity that makes a country take off. And I think the thing that's so important for people who are in our profession, who knows how the business works, is while all of those things are very sexy, they always come with this risk. And the risk is this is a startup venture. And the odds are 80 to 90% this venture will fail, because 80 to 90% of all new companies fail, in particular companies in our space, launch up scenarios. That's what the odds are. The odds are really against us. But in this scenario, here we are, pre-launch operations in the United States, going to be launching Spain, Dominican Republic, Argentina, and we have a $100 million company at our disposal. Meaning a company that has been in business since 2006, 2007, has grown in just steady and strong, and now going to do more than $100 million this year, with all that entails in terms of the product development, the patents that we have, the exclusive worldwide patents that Fusion has, the the manufacturing plants, which give us the cost of goods. Because I think when you really tie it all up and you say, okay, what the other thing that network marketers want to know is, hey, what's the product story? What do we tell people when we go out and we're selling these product line to the customers? What is the sexy thing about this? And of course, Billy talked a little about the products. All natural, no preservatives whatever, no additives whatever, just 100% natural goodness from the heart of the Amazon, which is like the lungs, the heartbeat of our planet. More than 1,500 of these ingredients, all natural, synergistically put together with this process to take out the vital nutrients, put them in the powder so that you can just add cold water if it's a drink, hot water if it's a tea or a coffee, energize it and get those vital nutrients. But we're talking about cost of goods, because the company does have its own manufacturing facilities. So we've got $1 sachets. So when you talk about these on product, off product, Vita Energy, some of these right now products that people see immediate results with, we're talking about a buck and change for people to get those. And as you hear some of the other people who've been in the profession a long time like me, we've spent decades talking about how we had to convince people to pay more money for our products. We don't have to do that with Fusion. We don't have to change behavior. I've spent decades trying to get people to change their behavior. We don't have to do that with Fusion. I've spent decades trying to educate people, saying, well, here's what this ingredient is, and that's why it's good for you. Here's what this product is, and this nutrient in, and here's why you should take this, and here's why you should supplement your diet. We don't have any of that drama with Fusion. We have this amazing story, which is you already drink juices, you already drink sodas, you already drink coffee, you drink tea, you're buying energy drinks or energy shots for $3, $4, $5 a serving. Keep the habits you got, just replace them with healthier products. And that's the story. The people in our profession who've been doing it for years and years, like me and some of the other people on the call, they really get it. So that's how you want to approach those people. So Yaffa, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you so much, Randy. And finally, we are going to Paul, who will tell us right after hanging off the call what needs to be done to have a successful business, to continue having our business successful. To you, Paul.
All right, can you hear me okay? It's great to finally be here. I couldn't log on for the longest time, and I remembered what my son-in-law told me, which is when in doubt, if you have a Windows computer, turn it off and then turn it back on again. And I did that, and it worked. So it's great to be here. I want to just talk about closing out the week. You know, I came from a company, and in my experience in the industry, it's always been a monthly cycle. And I love this idea of the weekly cycle because it takes everybody's focus from sort of relaxing through the month, you know, waiting for the end of the month, and then at the end of the month period, putting all this energy in to where we steadily work through the week. And when we come to that end of that week, we focus. It's more micro. And if everybody's got that micro focus of closing the week strong, we're going to get better results because people are all in action on average throughout the month. So here we sit right now. We're what, maybe 3 weeks off or 2.5 weeks off from Orlando. So why would we close it strong tonight? That's the question. And tomorrow, we have until tomorrow at midnight Eastern time to close out this week. Well, one of the reasons is to get as many people as you can to the Orlando event. It's not too late. You could enroll someone tonight or tomorrow and have them with you at that Orlando event. Why is that important? Because anybody you have with you, that's like a launching pad for people's business. When they get into that room and see what's happening with Fusion and see the launch that Randy's just talking about, they're going to come back and blow up their businesses. That's just the way it works in our industry. And so we've got 2 weeks from, I think it would be Christmas Eve, you know, and that's a period at which the airline flights are still pretty reasonable. So I would just encourage you to look at your business, close it strong, and take as many people with you to Orlando as you can possibly get there. It serves them. It's not about you. It's about serving those people that you're bringing in now to get them into Orlando. So how would you go about doing this? Well, the first step is to find out where you are. And I'm going to see real quick if I can bring up the screen share and go to what one of these sites looks like. Oh, I need to log in. Sorry, guys. Okay, just 1 second. It's logging in. All right, so this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see that. And here's the rank. So it shows you in the lower right corner what my next rank is, and it's showing there that I'm 92% to gold. All right, so the first thing you want, wherever you are, it's going to show you what percentage you are of that rank. So this is the first step. Where am I at? So I'm going to click the qualifications, and it's going to put me down here. I'm going to go to gold where I'm at. It says, all right, I'm 91%. It tells you guys everything right here that you need to know to get to gold. EF, are you EF qualified? So it says you need at least 60 personal volume. There's a green check mark. I've got that. So here, you need at least 1,500 of pay leg volume. That's the weaker of the 2 legs in the binary. It's saying here I've got 400 and some odd points to go there. I need to have at least 1,800 of total MLM volume. It says I've got, what, 1,552, so I'm closing in on it. And then here, I need at least 150 MLM volume in the power leg. What's MLM volume? A lot of people have asked that. That's the volume that's the result of what you've brought into the organization. It has nothing to do with maybe what's spilled over in the binary tree from above, but it's the volume that you've brought in and that those people have brought in, that you enrolled, that they enrolled, and they enrolled. That's your MLM volume, whether it's on the right leg or the left leg, it doesn't matter. It kind of draws a circle around all that volume and counts it as your MLM volume. Here they're saying 150 in the power leg. You need at least 2 executives, and this is for gold. Now, wherever your rank is, you just come up to this drop-down box and click the next rank that you're trying to get to, and it'll tell you exactly where you need to go. All right. So I'm going to take the screen share off here if I can do it. Cancel. Okay. So the next thing is the most important thing, and that is to find out what your personally enrolled people are trying to achieve. So I would suggest every week get with the personally enrolled people you have on your team and just ask them the question, where would you like to be at the end of this week, this upcoming week? Now, if you've already asked the question, you know somebody said, I want to be at executive, I want to be at senior executive. Find out where they are now, and in this last 24 hours, help them to get there. So that's how I go about trying to close out the week. I love this micro focus, this weekly focus. Just encourage everybody to get after it, because if you get people excited now, you still have a really good chance to roll them into that Orlando event in 3 weeks. And so thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Paul. So now we all know what we need to do. I want to thank you for everyone's session. I want to thank everyone that was on this call. I want to wish everyone happy Christmas and happy holidays. Enjoy the time with your family. Remember, this is the end of the year. Every end of the year, people get plans and reshape their dreams, and you want to be there with your business with Fusion and help them achieve their dreams. So good luck and see you next webcast on Tuesday night. Bye-bye.